Hello guys. Now let's deep dive into our chapter, which is module 2, chapter 1, which is creating user personas and determining the task. And we are going to do this in Figma. So, you might not be completely familiar with Figma, but as we go through the complete course, we will understand Figma and all the aspects of it. So I'll create UX, okay, architecture, or let's just call it IA. Information architecture is a better way to say it. And then we will rename the page as persona. Okay. Now let's create a frame, a bigger frame maybe. Let's call it persona. We'll take a small size. Maybe we can take something like we can see if we want to increase it, but let's see. This is too much. So let's start with a generic thing, which is photograph. We might need a photograph of the user. So we'll take a circle for that, and let's make this a photograph. Well, we can insert the photograph later on and make it a small, and then we might need name, and let's duplicate it and let's make it auto layout and call it name and make it horizontal, and let's create the auto layout for all of it both, and let's keep the name uh, completely filled. We can have it this little bigger. Okay, so this doesn't have to be uh, we can constraint can be fixed width, fixed width for the circle. This is persona. Let's enlarge it. Let's bring everything in center. Let's have some make it fill, and let's add some padding to it. Generally, I use 21. Let's add some gap instead, 21. And first name we can use Sunita Yadav. I don't really have to create a complete visual element, but let's see how much further we should go here. And then let's duplicate this row. And the next row we need age. Let's name it age. So I would like this, this and this to be fixed width. So let's fix it. Let's make it fixed width. I want it to be, we can have it 100. 100 is better. Let's use 100. So whenever we duplicate, uh, this doesn't create a problem. 100. Okay. And now let's put this in a table. Okay. And now inside the table we have name, age. Let's have the age as 36, or what is 34. Okay, and I think this gap is too much. Let's use 21 or even less. You can use 14. Okay, now let's go back and let's create one more. The next one is location. So let's use location. I want to use Bangalore, Bangalore. I can call it Bangalore, Bangalore. Okay. Let's use the next one, which is job, job or profession, whatever you want to call it, job. So I'm assuming she works as a nurse, and let's then add the task analysis. I'll tell you about the application we are going to make, but first let's create this format. So we can create three different kind of tasks. Let's create three tasks. Call it 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a little bit of padding from both sides. 21, 21. Let's give some kind of a stroke so it looks better. We can make it a little bigger here, and we can use AAA. We can use a little bit of curve so it looks a little better. Okay, so we have this. Let's pick a photograph. So generally I go to Unsplash and choose a photograph. Loading. Face. We need a woman's photograph, so I can use any. Let's use this one. Okay, so we have one user now. Okay, one user persona we have. So I can design it better, but this is not important right now. The most important thing is to create the user persona. So that's what we are creating. Okay, so this is user one. Okay, so what are we trying to create? What application? So in application terms wise, as I explained before, uh, the distinguish between Yamaha and Royal Enfield. So just for a nice brief, we would have to explain it further in next chapters. So I want to create an app which can help booking services for motor bikes like Yamaha, Royal, or we can just call it Bullet, Hero. You can also get services for Scooty. So this is what my target is to. Okay, I can use a bigger text. Too big. Let's use 40. Let's auto layout it too, and let's just have 40, 40. Okay. This is too much. Let's reduce this and let's bring this. Okay, so this persona 1, duplicate it. We can have multiple personas, and let's keep it fill, and we can have it as a wrap. Not this, but this wrap. Okay, this has to be horizontal and to fill. Okay. Next user, I want it to be, so we'll create only first user we have already created. So what will she do? So I think she will register, can book services, can deliver the bike or pick up. Let's convert this into wrap. Okay, let's use this for a different user. We'll use Unsplash. We'll use face. We'll create another user and we will name him Mohit Pandey. We'll use his age as 22 and we'll use Patna, job intern. We can say part time and study. Task 1, he can register, book services, payment, and delivery and pickup. Let's quickly create one more. The third one we can have from a different country, Rachel Scott. We can name her, we can age her. Oh, we are forgetting one important aspect, gender, female. This is male, and this will again we'll use female. We'll use Unsplash. Let's use this one. She's from NYC, USA. She is a blogger and a forex trader. So she can also do all these kind of services for herself. Okay. Now, what information we get from all these three user as a common uh, task? Let's use Okay, let's use wrap here so it can come down. Let's increase this. We don't need a picture here because this is common analysis, and we can just say common gender all. We have got the information that all different kind of users we can have for this application. So we can the age can be from 18 to 54. Location uh, depends on service, wherever the service is available. Job, it can be any job, it doesn't matter really. uh, must know how to use technology. That is one requirement we can have. Task, they can do all type of tasks, so I don't think that should be a problem. So that's our user persona and the task analysis of all the different users you might have within one application. So you can define your users, and you can also define the type of task they might have to perform within the application. Okay. Now, let's so this is what user persona and task analysis looks like. Now let's go back and see what we are going to learn in the next chapter, which is module 2 chapter 2, and see how it will work for us. So our next chapter is going to be about user flows, journey mapping, uh, and after that we are going to learn about flow charting and task prioritization, that which task should be done first, and we'll also do visual user movement within the application. So see you guys in the next chapter.